In this video, I'm going to show you how to install Claude Code in your Mac in this case, and then this will allow you to use Claude Code in Cursor. So without further ado, just jump to Google and look for Anthropic documentation, and then go to Home Anthropic. You are here in the docs now. You can go to Claude Code Quick Start. Now, rather than read and look for instructions here, which you can do and it's absolutely fine, what I'd like to do at this stage is copy the URL, and now we're going to open ChatGPT. In ChatGPT, I'm going to say, please look at these docs and provide me answers to my questions. And I'm going to put it just like that. And you can see that it's thinking in Spanish because that's my mother language, but I think we're going to be fine anyway. While this is thinking, I'm going to open the terminal. So I'm going to search for the terminal app for Mac. I'm going to increase the size of the text. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that should be fine. And I'm going to place it to see it nice and comfortable. So on the other side, I'm going to put this here. So there you go, side by side. Why not? And because I already have installed Claude Code, and I'm going to start making questions here. And I'm going to say, I want to install Claude Code first, and then install it back again. And I want to show you in this video, it's the process of, you don't need to look at tutorials for this, but you need to look for the official documentation and then provide this URL to the LLM and then make it questions. So to uninstall, go and do this. Okay, so I copy and paste it. It's asking me for the admin password, and I do this. Then it says, right now I don't know if I need to do this in one go or one line at a time, which I think it's one line at a time. Which Claude? No, Claude Code. I'm sorry, Claude version. Right, this is good because if it says command not found on the Claude version command, it's because Claude Code has been successfully uninstalled. So I'm going to the second step here, install back again. If you ask, for instance, if you ask to this workflow and you ask, please provide me instructions to install Claude Code from scratch, it would give you this one, and this one would be your first step. So let's do it. Just install and all that. By the way, this is going to use Claude Code. It has two ways of working because this obviously it's consuming tokens, and these tokens need to be paid. So to be paid, you need to be whether two options. Subscribe to one of the subscription plans. In my case, I'm not on the free plan for sure. Let me see. Well, apparently I am. That's weird because I might, for some reason, unsubscribe accidentally. So just let me do it right now, because definitely I still need to be subscribed to Claude in general, to be able to use Claude on the website and to be able to use Claude Code on the terminal. So where I am now, okay, I'm in the Pro plan. So this is the real life. So it cannot get more real than that. So now I'm on the subscription plan and on the Pro plan. This is a must too. Without that, there is another way, which could be using the API, which is another route of being charged. And the other route, the API route, you're going to be charged for usage only rather than a flat price. I recommend using the flat price so you can use the website interface, and also you can use Claude Code on the terminal with no problem. Right, so keep going with the installation. So I'm going to clean this terminal here. And now we're going to start with the first command to install Claude Code. And in this, it's going to ask me, it's saying added 9 packages, blah, blah, blah. So next thing I need to do, option B, or no, I don't need any of this because I see that he's done the installation. Now I'm going to run the Claude version command, and it's giving me that I am in the 1.0.110. So that's it. After this only one command, I've got Claude Code installed. And how do I know it? First of all, because I ran the Claude version and it gives me this. But second, because if I put Claude now, just this word, hit enter, now it's going to give me this. Do you trust the files in this folder? You go, yes. And there you go. When you see this brown box, welcome to Claude, this is best sign possible. That means that Claude Code is running and it's working. So if you got to this moment of the video, that's it for you. But if you want to go the extra mile and see how to use this agent in course, let's do it. So we're gonna go to an empty window here, desktop. And I'm gonna open Cursor, but let me do something. I'm gonna close this. Yes, this is actually Cursor, but normally it comes like that. This is small size. And you're gonna see these three buttons, okay? So in my case, I'm gonna open a project and I'm gonna look for my GitHub projects, particularly the ClearMind one. And I'm gonna say open, and I'm gonna go full screen with Cursor. And I see on the left-hand side, this is all the folders and files of the project, which you can hide or show from this button here. Then the next button is for hiding or showing this view of the terminal, which we're gonna get there in a second. And on the right, you've got this one to chat interface where you can use these different models. But let me tell you that these models only give you a few tokens for free, and then you have to pay the subscription for Cursor, which I don't see the point if I already pay the subscription for Claude. Right, let's go back to the terminal view now. So since this is the terminal, exactly the same as this terminal here is the same as this one, but this one is embedded in the software. The good thing about this one is that you don't need to look for routes or anything. This one is already looking at the project. So let's do the first step, which is invoke Claude Code. You write the word Claude, and just like that, like I showed you before, welcome to Claude, we are in the right place. So I'm going to say a quick question. Can you see codebase? I can tell already that he can do it. I will explore the codebase structure to understand what's available. And you see, now this is the agent of Claude Code looking at the project. So if we want to go really do something useful here, I could do something. I will tell you what. I've got an issue here right now in the project, in the ClearMind project here, where after making some changes, now when I click the card, look what happens. I click the card, I move the card, and the card moves 300 pixels to the side. And then when I unclick, stays there. You see? And this is a weird behavior, and that's wrong. And this happened after one of the last changes. But this is a really good situation to go and try to fix it with the new heavy-duty workflow, which is using Claude Code. So we're going to do that. But first of all, we need to upload this project to a kind of a bridge, which is going to be GitHub. GitHub on the website, if you have your account and you set it up here, go in Replit or in any tool, you go and you set it up in the integrations, or you look for GitHub. Anyway, you install and you log in to GitHub. And then after that, when you use the shell, you can go and say git add dot, and you go git space push. And now it's saying everything up to date. This is a good sign. This means that everything that's in this project right now, code base, all this code, it's already on Git on my repository. Let me see. Right. Now I'm on my GitHub profile. So if I go to this repository, ClearMind, so all these files and folders are the same, okay? And if I go to this side where it says activity, I'm going to see all the commits. A commit is a change being saved from this project to the cloud of GitHub. Right. Now that we've got all these projects here in GitHub with the issue included, now we can come here and we need that all the changes from the cloud, they need to be here. What is this? This means that this project needs to be in local in my machine. So how do I update all the changes from the cloud to my machine? So I do it via GitHub application for Mac. which is this software over here. So what I do is I'm coming here, I choose my repositories. I could go to any of them. So I go to the clear mine and I'm going to be on the main branch. Don't worry about branches yet. I didn't change any branch. So the main branch is the first branch you're going to be working with. So pretend that I said nothing about branches, okay? So what is important is this button here, fetch origin. What this means is if there is any change in the cloud, please make a copy to the desktop application. And if there was any changes, it would show a blue button here saying that you can pull the changes to your local folder. But since it's not saying anything, that makes me think everything is up to date everywhere, from the project to the cloud and to the cloud to my machine. So now we are in the perfect time to come to Claude Code and express what is the issue. And I'm going to say, right, you remember I said earlier, can you check the code base? And he did. That's okay. The project uses blah, 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 blah. Perfect. So I'm going to say, please look for an issue with the card's positioning where when I click a card with the click on, when I start moving, the card position moves 300 pixels to the right. This is a clear issue of coordinates. Then when I unclick the card on the new position, the card comes back from the off position to the new position where I move I'm going to say now, fix, enter. So now I realize that I didn't change the modes here. Claude Code has different modes, like planning mode, like make changes mode, but I think since he's an Asian and these things are very clever, he knows what's the message, and he knows with the message I gave him, I'm not planning anything. I'm just asking to make a diagnose and make changes, so he knows what to do, all right? So now I'm going to give him some time, and we're going to see it working just now and how it responds, okay? Perfect. I found the issue. Looking at the code, I can see the exact problem causing the 300 pixels offset when clicking and starting to drag a card. Issue identified. The problem is the blah, blah, blah file here's what's happening. Oh, look, in the line 66 and 78, there is a hard-coded 344 offset. You know why is this problem? I know what happened. I've been making changes to this project. What I did here is view here. When I say grid, they go like that. And when I say organize by groups, it goes like that. And I've been trying to hard code that they need to be closer and everything. And I think with these orders, it messed up these positions and it hard coded these problems that I can see here. So since he identified the problem, he is giving me the solution, and he's asking me, do you want me to make these changes? Do you give me permission? And I say, yes, allow. So let's see. Wait, I think the issue might be that the hardcore is correct, but there's a mismatch between the actual sidebar. Let me check how the canvas is positioning. I see the issue now. There is an inconsistency. The canvas, I don't know why this left. The issue is clear. The canvas is positioned with left 344 when the sidebar is expanded. But let me see something. I see. Now this is going to be very, very interesting. The problem is when the sidebar is hidden, you see, if the sidebar is not hidden, it works fine. It works fine. But when the sidebar is, okay, I'm going to say that. I'm going to hit escape and I just interrupting, okay? I'm going to say, I want you to know that since I made a last change where the sidebar gets hidden by pressing the icon on the top right corner, once it's hidden, this behavior takes place. When is not hidden is okay. I am going to provide you with the prompt that I gave to the tool to make those changes and see if this helps. And I'm going to come to, let me see what I've got, Claude, the assistant here. This is the last one. Drag, offset, fix, correction prompt. No. Collapsible sidebar, you see? This is the collapsible sidebar prompt, which I'm going to add it here and hit enter again. And now with the correct context, now I'm going to let him do its thing. And I'm not going to interrupt again, but he needed to know this because this is very relevant. Now we understand the issue completely. The problem is related to the recent sidebar collapsible functionality. When the sidebar is collapsed, the condition net calculations are still using the old offset value, but the actual canvas positioning has changed. It's true. Sidebar canvas position changes because I asked him to do it. And I asked him, when these things was heights, I want to use the full free space and I want you to do this. And this, for some reason, has affected to the coordinates. Yeah. So let's see if he finds the issue. Fixing coordinate calculation for collapsible sidebar. Okay, let's see. Wait, I think I'm overcomplicating this. Let me step back and think about, okay, let's see. Oh, it's going to run a development server. This is nice. Testing the fix. By the way, I can see the changes here. I can see the files that are being changed. I can see the lines being deleted and added back, you see. And when all this work is done, we're going to continue with the workflow and see if the changes have made any difference. Okay, the fix ensures, so what this fixes? The fix, I updated the drag logic in this file, simplify, edit, okay. When sidebar is expanded, blah, 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 blah. So is this it? Let me check the current status of verify if the fix is complete. Looks like it's giving me the last answer here. Summary of the changes. So yes, the fix is complete. The server startup issue is just a missing dependency. Okay. Summary of the changes made. So what I do here is I get all this message and I'm copying it here and I say fix off. I put this here. You can put whatever you want. Now that there is a title, I can do the commit. Remember that making a commit, it's like a revolver. It is 2 steps. One, you load, click, load it. And now it's here in this area here, which is the staging area. And now you push it, boom, and you shoot it. And now it's going to the cloud. So now we're going to come back in the cloud. And now I'm going to upload, refresh. You see 12 seconds ago, fix and the same message, right? So now that this is in the cloud, now we come back here and I'm going to clear here and I'm going to say git pull, just like that. And all these changes are made here. If I wanted to see if the last commit is this one, I can do it by going here and look for GitHub. Just Git. And I look for Git and you see, since I'm logging to Git, to my GitHub account, and I'm in the right repository here, I can see the commits as well. So that gives me the peace of mind that the changes are in these files right here. So what to do next? What I like to do here is restart the app. So I restart the app and see if the changes have made any difference. When the changes are being made in Replit, this goes like this, but once it's finished, we can refresh this one, the full screen mode, and we're going to do it there. But this is still working. So the application has been successfully restarted. I can see from the logs, the application now is ready. So we're going to refresh here, okay? So fingers crossed and see if the changes have been fixed. So I'm clicking here and moving, no issue whatsoever. Now I'm going to hide the sidebar and do it again. And look at this, the fix has been done. And this is the beauty and the magic of using Cursor with Claude Code.